My dear friends, how are you? Very good to see you. Today we're diving into the Torah Kedusha, into the Holy Torah. And just to let you know, the Torah is like a holy mountain. And there's many ways to climb the mountain. So from every single angle, we try to climb in different times of our life, just from all the angles to try to climb to the mountain. And the peak of the mountain is called knowing Hashem, knowledge of Hashem, Dat. It's called experience of Hashem, knowledge, the feeling, just the awareness of God in your life. So we're continuing reading the Garden of Healing for the full healing of Esther Badbatia, my holy wife. It says it like this: the ultimate goal for each one of us in this world is to elevate ourselves above the small-minded hedonism and reach toward our spiritual potential, that mountain, each person according to his level. For the simple person, the primary goal should be to live his life with Emunah. What's the simple person? The person who is like me and you, just a simple person. We're just simple, Baruch Hashem. We just want to serve Hashem with simplicity, with mimut, with innocence. Believing in and aware of Hashem's watchful supervision, learning from everything that transpires to you, everything that happens to you, learning that it's from Hashem, and is directing the world with righteousness and justice. That Hashem is doing that. That's called the perfect Emunah. The level of knowledge is called perfect Emunah. And how fortunate is he who achieves it. Such a person feels that he doesn't understand or know anything for certain, but is nonetheless happy with his lot. This is also an enormous impact on helping him make correct choices. When he reaches this level, he pays close attention to all the events and occurrences in his life and works on recognizing how Hashem is seen and reflects through them. As he continues to reflect and grow, he begins to understand how every detail in his life has been directed by Hashem, by God, and all that has come to pass, the good and the bad, that which was accomplished through hard work and that which came easy, transpired with the express purpose of bringing him to this goal, to recognize the Holy and Blessed be He. And that's what we're doing. Everything in our life, every detail in our life, we can use to come close to God. To say, this is from you. What do I learn from this? How do I see you from this circumstance? And that's the purpose of our life. With that, that's not denying the life. That's not denying the pleasure in life. That's the opposite. Bringing it all back to the purpose. And then you can really enjoy your family and your ice cream, whatever. You can enjoy the really holy things in life. When you connect them with God, you can enjoy your life truly. At times, people fail to recognize the hints that God gives them. Unfortunately, when someone doesn't get it, Hashem needs to send this person a more difficult situation. If he still doesn't wake up to the fact that what's occurring is from Hashem, then ultimately he'll be sent to even such a difficult challenge that it appears there's no way out. And he's forced to turn to Emunah and admit that he has no one to rely on except our Father in heaven. And so, people are sometimes nudged. So there's a really huge misconception that people think that when I'm suffering, God's punishing me. That's not true. Really what happens is Hashem is trying to wake you up. God's trying to wake you up. God knows that Rabbeinu says in Likutei Moharan, I just want to show you this cover. It's just stunningly beautiful. I know it's going to be opposite on your end because you're looking like a mirror, but anyway, it says Likutei Moharan here. It's just gorgeous. The Kitzur, Rabbeinu says, Rabbi Nachman explains that there's no lacking other than lacking of that, of awareness of Hashem. Why? Because all our lacking is that all the pain and the hurt and the lacking and all that comes from a lack of awareness of God. If we have a relationship with God, then we talk to Him. If you talk to your God like your best friend, then that's how we have a relationship. Like with my best friend, like if I don't talk or say anything, then that's not a relationship. So when you talk and when you have a relationship and when you're close to God, everything else loses its grip on you. The pain is not so painful. You're not lonely anymore. Baruch Hashem, like you're really able to sustain yourself much, much better, live a life that's much fuller, moment to moment. And so the same thing that Rabbeinu says, that the person, there's no lack of awareness of Hashem. Like the relationship with Hashem, if that's lacking, then everything else seems like hugely out of proportion. But so if you wake up to that holy nudging, that God nudges us, then you realize that this is from God. Then you're able to turn with Emunah, with the full faith to Hashem, to turn to God and to have a relationship with Him, and the difficulty goes away. The whole purpose of difficulty is to bring you to closeness to God. to wake up and cry out. So cry out now and you won't have a difficulty. Love you very much. Try it. 5 minutes every day. We're going to succeed. And the knowledge of nudging, that holy nudging by Hashem, you're going to get so much closer. And thank God, that's really the reality. We'll talk about it in the next video.